Gen Z now, Nick, and even if young people are turning away from the monarchy, it seems they do still believe in the divine right of God.
Yeah, very interesting. Gen Z is not turning away from God. More young adults say they believe in a higher power. Now, this comes from the Springtide Research Institute, so it is American. They're based in Minnesota. I checked them out. They had all pronouns of every single staff member on their bio, so question mark there. But it's an interesting study because the common idea is like, oh, religion's fading. Now, of course, it's not fading in the world, with Christianity growing all around the world and obviously Islam growing, but it's actually, this seems to be a Western study, seems to be based in America, and it finds that it's even growing in there amongst young people. Although some of it is sort of a spiritual belief in a higher power rather than the Christian God.
Well, we all know how young people talk at university. Like, I don't believe in a big man sitting on the clouds with a big beard, but they all think that, that they're the first people to think of that kind of muddle it down. But
I do think things are turning, because I speak to so many people who are Christians. A lot of young people are Christians, people who work on like my podcast and things like that, and they're all Christian, but they don't necessarily go to a church, and may not even be part of a specific denomination, but they are actually coming back to Christianity.
So I just find that interesting that they're not expressing their Christian beliefs in any formal way.
Yeah.
Like, is it just... Isn't the ritual part of it? Isn't going to, in my case, going to synagogue?
People feel massively let down by the church, but because they've been so woke and PC, and because of their response to COVID and things like other things like this. They watch Jordan Peterson. They need spirituality.
What do they do that's Christian? I mean, it seems like it's an identity.
Are they part of the community?
They believe in God. They believe in Jesus. Some of them do go to church.
The ones in this report that do actually go to church, or at least are part of a community, whether they're going to a church or like a prayer meeting or whatever, are the ones who've sustained their mental health during lockdown and so on. And I think that does come from the community aspect of it, rather than the, I sort of believe in something vaguely thing.
Absolutely, I think so. It's very good for your mental health, and I'm part of a community, and I love it, and that's why I take my kids there, to give them that base, that solid, and the ritual and all of it.
You need that, football and comedy. Those three communities. You need to be singing on the terraces, singing in the choir, and all laughing together at the same thing at the same moment.
I've got my five-a-side team. I've got the Christian part, but I've left comedy because it's an awful business.
Ah, well, you're here now, and people are laughing at home, Nick.